What is up, everyone? Welcome to Reality Room Podcast with Paul
and Chris. Give you the latest on Big with the 18, episodes 35 through 37.
That's right, guys. This is Reality Room Podcast,
episode 36.
I think.
Alright,
Yeah.
it's pretty good. We're doing good.
Yeah, we're getting far into it.
So we're going to be talking about Big with the 18 episode. Victor wins the HOH.
That's right, guys. So Michelle just got evicted.
Eee.
And we show this little egg comp that's been a staple for the past few seasons. What do you think about this?
That's the one
comp?
that Gina Marie won from season 15.
Yep.
So, this season 16, that's the one where
They had two HOHs. I don't remember.
Frankie and Cody won that one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then BB17, Vanessa. Famously.
So, I mean, it's pretty good to actually see this type of competition, like, be consistent every single year.
Yeah, I mean, I like the comp.
Because it's like a physical and mental combined, so it's like a kind of like a...
Yeah, and they change it up every season, too. And I like that they change it, like, they had the little rolling down thing this time around. I thought that was interesting. In 16, you had to go up and around.
It's always the same, and then they switched it up a little bit this season.
16, 2 people. It was just fun.
I just liked how the Eagles were able to, like, just hit the egg down. Like, that has to fucking suck.
That's the coup de grace right there.
Yeah.
It's just
So let's talk about this head of household competition. It's between Nicole can't play because she won the previous head of household.
That's right.
And it comes down to, I mean, who can get all the eggs?
Yeah, honestly, it comes down between 4 people.
Yeah.
And that's how close this competition was. It was basically everyone except James. So first, I think the first person to get 2 was Victor. Mm-hmm. Then I believe, was it Corey or Natalie? I don't remember. But Natalie and Corey got 2 very close to one another. And then Paul got 2 very later on. And then the winner of this HOH was, as
Victor.
we know, Victor. So Victor wins HOH.
How do we feel about Victor winning the final 6 head of household competition? Because it's getting crazy to the point. Now Michelle's gone, so we're in a final 6 of 3 duos. And, I mean, was it a good idea for him winning this competition knowing he can't play the final 5 one?
Well, in my opinion, the Final 6 HOH is probably a better one to win, I think, than Final 5.
That's the one that both Steve and Derek won.
That's right. You want to win the Final 6 and then the Final 4 HOH. So if Victor's still here on Final 4 and he wins the Final 4 HOH, it's looking like he might win.
The pattern is consistent.
The pattern's consistent. Unless Victor leaves this week, in which case maybe his boy Paul will win for Final 4. But we're jumping too far ahead. Let's get back to the episode. So... the Final 4 Alliance, so they're all very excited that Victor won. And the target this week is obviously going to be James.
Yes.
Because James was the one that...
voted Victor out.
That's right. Stabbed him in the back and fucked him, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is, but that's the way you play Big Brother. I mean, but, what goes around comes around.
Yeah.
So that's basically what happens. Final 4 come together, and they decide to put Natalie and James on the block. With James being the target.
Not surprised.
No, I mean, out of the 2 of them, obviously James would be the one going home, right?
You would think.
Yeah, you would think. Let's get to that a little later.
But let's get to that a little later. So we find out during the nomination ceremony that Victor does put up James and Natalie.
Yeah.
And James doesn't seem like he's pissed at all.
Yeah, I know.
He's like, okay, I get it. And that's it.
I mean, honestly, I prefer people not to get so overwhelmed when they put on the block. I don't want them to overreact because it could paint a bigger target on them. It was probably good that James was mellow about it, in my opinion. Because I think if he was too vocal, he could have potentially gone home. And we'll get to that later, have a better shot going home, rather.
Yeah.
So let's jump into the next episode. Natalie was dead.
So we're going to be talking about the veto episode.
Yeah. So Natalie's, really down. So she goes up and talks to Paul and Victor. You want to talk about this conversation?
Yeah, so Natalie goes up and talks to Paul and Victor and kind of throws James, and this has been the big discussion, because she was saying, moving forward, she says that James was the one who pretty much initialized the Victor leaving, correct?
Yeah, that's what she said, kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know, it was weird.
It was weird. She was throwing James under the bus, saying, I wish I shouldn't have trusted certain people. Mm-hmm. I guess she was mentioning Nicole and Corey, but she was very vague about it, too.
She said, she did say, I didn't want to, I trusted James, and I also trusted the wrong people, and I'm like, well, I don't know, because she's not... I don't think... Okay, this is my perspective. I don't think she intended to throw him under the bus.
No.
That was definitely not her intention.
You know what I think? I think she did that to make it seem like she wasn't so attached to James kind of like plant a little seed. Like I shouldn't have maybe trusted James. Like give a little seed in there. Like
Maybe.
I'm not as close with James as everyone thinks that I am.
Possibly, although if that is the case, I would have hoped she would have said that in the diary room. But,
yeah, that's true. But then diary room doesn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You only can say certain things.
I guess preparing themselves for the off chance that one of them get off.
You have to. You have to. Why not?
Yeah,
Fuck
I
it.
mean, even if that's not her intent, that could have been how it was perceived. But it was actually perceived by Paul and Victor as her throwing James under the bus.
And I want to talk about I know this is
target on her.
getting a little bit off the episode thing, but
Tell us
the
this.
part. Okay, so I watch live feeds, and there's a part where Natalie throws James on the bus, and Paul turns his head and does a weird reaction. Did you remember that?
Uh-huh.
So that clip that they took wasn't actually from that conversation. They took that clip of Paul moving his head when on the live feeds production said something weird on the teleprompter about the pool thing.
Yeah.
So they took that clip, they took that piece of clip and put it there to make it seem like that was happening. Editing 101,
Paul,
motherfuckers.
you are not allowed to jump in the pool.
So that's how that actually happened. They just took that one piece of
Boy,
B-roll
are
and put it
you
there.
high?
Yeah. So if anyone was wondering that live feed wise, that's where Paul's reaction came from. There's no way Natalie said that and then Paul made that reaction.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That makes sense. That's pretty funny, actually. I mean, you guys have to remember it's an edited television show.
Yeah.
Although Paul still was surprised, but
Obviously he was surprised, but not like that. That's not like. So if you watch the episode again and you watch the live feeds, you'll see those two things are clicked together.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah.
All right. So following this conversation, we have. Did Natalie tell James about?
Natalie told James that he talked to Paul and Victor.
Right.
That was pretty much it.
Natalie
Didn't
told
say the whole
James.
entire thing.
To be honest, I think Natalie told James everything that she said. She's like, "Listen, I said that I didn't really want to vote Victor out. I apologize for backstabbing them, and that maybe I placed my trust in the wrong hands." She literally told James everything that she said.
Mm-hmm.
So, is it really throwing him under the bus if she tells him 5 minutes after?
I mean,
And she didn't see it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just perception, I guess.
I guess,
know?
yeah, that's all it is perception.
So,
Can we talk about the veto competition?
let's talk about
So
it.
obviously they can't pick players for veto competition because there's 6 of them.
Yeah,
Let's just
so-
get that out of the way. So
MacGyver.
So they have
Pizza.
to go through 3 certain missions, I guess to say.
Yeah, a little
certain 3
missions
tasks to do, and the first one they have to figure out a little small puzzle. So they get these pipes. They turn to the knobs. That's the part 1, and then part 2. They have to get
key.
water. They have to get the key, so they have to put water through the
Drain.
And then part 3, they just have to get a ball within. They have to shoot the ball inside the.
Yeah.
What is it? Like a big
Yeah,
can, I guess.
like a big wagon type
Yeah.
thing, and it triggers an
So
explosion.
Natalie's doing good in this competition.
Yeah, Natalie's doing great. She gets a solid 9 minutes,
Yeah,
and
and that's the time to beat.
that is a good time. Natalie, she does she figures everything out rather quickly. She's not dumb. She's a smart girl.
Yeah.
Pretty physical too. So,
Yeah.
I mean, not that it means anything for this comp, but she's a pretty smart girl. So she makes 9 minutes.
Yeah.
So then we have
Nicole that goes.
Nicole, she gets
She makes it to the second end of the second part, and then
blows up. Then we get
And Nicole's kind of pissed too because Natalie has the veto around her neck.
at this point, does it really matter though? Because at this point, James was still going home.
This is kind of this kind of reminds me of going back to the veto competition that Victor won that got Paulie out when they did the.
Oh yeah.
How they have to take turns, kind of, and it's oh, the veto's now yours. It's handing the veto over.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that,
I think
musical chair type of. I don't know how to explain it.
I think they're doing that again for the veto this week, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. So, anyways, Victor goes next, and he doesn't do good.
Yeah, Victor doesn't do well either. He gets.
Yeah.
He flat out loses. Okay, then James goes,
and he doesn't do. good
James
as well.
does pretty awful.
Yeah, and then Corey goes, and Corey crushes Natalie's time.
Yeah, and there's been speculation on Twitter, and I don't know if this is true or not.
Yeah.
We don't have any evidence.
Yeah, we don't have
prove it.
evidence to back it up, but go ahead, Paul.
But there's not evidence, but people are speculating that production gave Corey the hints on basically how to win. Because when he walked in the first place, he didn't even look at the door. He just went for the pipe right away. Now, I'm not sure if that was production giving him a hint.
Yeah.
or if that was just whatever. But I don't want to speculate anything.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just the way they edited it. I don't know. And
I didn't see it like that.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Why would they even do that in the first place? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't understand why they would have Corey win.
Yeah.
Like, if anything, they would have Nicole win, you know?
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That doesn't really make sense.
I don't really get it. I mean, whatever.
The source is not credible.
Let us know what you guys think down below. Like, honestly, if it is rigged, that's obviously wrong. But if it's not, like, don't point at things that aren't, you know.
True.
Yeah, although it could be. I don't want to put word. I don't know.
So, anyways, Corey wins it.
7-something minutes, I believe.
Yeah.
Then we have Paul going.
Paul just completely sucked at it.
No, I mean, he got basically as far as
No,
Nicole.
did you see what he was doing for part 2? Where he was, like, fucking taking the pipe and was, like, moving it to get the water? Like, he was, like...
Yeah, they showed that at, like, the 4 or 5 minute mark, though. They didn't show what he was doing for the next 4 minutes.
No, that's the second part, Paul.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's the only part he got to.
Yeah, I know, but they didn't... They ended his rather quickly because they know he didn't win, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just like, listen, let's not waste episode space showing him not doing well.
Whatever. So Corey wins the veto, and let's talk about this. Now, does Corey win this veto, is that a good thing? Personally, I don't think so.
I mean, listen.
I don't think it was a good idea. You know what it does? It makes him a bigger target, like I've been saying.
Well, here's the thing, though. If Corey didn't win, Natalie would have won. And then Natalie would have been off the block, and then...
It would have been James and Nicole, and James would have went.
Yeah, and then James would have went. Honestly, that's... And if James left, that would have been worse for Nicole and Corey.
Maybe, yeah. Well, we don't know. We can't say now if it's worse.
I think it would have been worse.
You think so?
Natalie would have never worked with Nicole and Corey.
Well, James... maybe. I guess, yeah.
That's just the way it is.
I feel like it's a double-edged sword. It's one of those double-edged sword things. You know what I mean? Like showing your cards a little bit.
It's like you have to win, though. Because if they didn't win, if Natalie would have won, and then one of them would have went on the block. They had to pull out a win. There was no other way.
Yeah. All right.
They couldn't risk it. That's it. I mean, it's final 6. There's no more...
Perception.
Yeah, there's no more fucking, like... You can't not win anymore.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes you win and it fucks you over. Like this might during the Final Four with Corey, and we'll find out next week. But
that was the thing, though. Natalie almost won it, and she went home over James, and James didn't do as good as Natalie, is what my point is saying. Moving forward, Corey looks like a bigger target because he's won more comps than Nicole has.
Oh, yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
Oh,
that's the point I'm trying to prove.
1,000% Corey impression.
But anyways, we find out that Corey clearly doesn't use the veto.
Yeah, Corey doesn't use the veto.
And they kind of like talk shit. Well, I don't want to say talk shit, but they talk about like James, again, throwing the bus by Natalie to Nicole and Corey, saying that the number one's not being loyal.
Natalie tells James not to talk to him ever again.
Yeah. They get into a huge fight.
If he aligns with Nicole and Corey, which he ends up doing, spoilers.
Yeah. But,
awkward.
Yeah, that's very awkward. So veto meeting does happen and Corey decides not to use it because if he does use it, Nicole's going to go on the block.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah,
I would have liked to see Nicole finally go on the block for once.
I agree, because I want Nicole on the block. Because
she's got to go on the block.
She can't pull a fucking Derek.
I hope not.
Because honestly, she didn't play the game Derek did. I feel like people think in the jury house, and we'll get to the jury.
Yes.
You want to just jump to that segment right now?
Yeah, so let's talk about the live fiction episode.
So episode 37,
yes.
I believe. Yeah, 37. Yeah. So we're going to jump a little bit ahead to the
jury.
To the jury. So I think they seem to be showing Nicole doing well in like gameplay, which honestly she didn't do like until now. Like honestly, like she played like a Steve game,
But Steve did win.
I know Steve did win.
You know what I'm saying?
I know, but a lot of
we
people
don't. Of course, we're not going to like it. As viewers, we're not going to like Nicole doing this stuff.
Yeah, right.
Duh. But she's not. There's a difference between going on the show and playing the game and going on the show to be liked.
Yeah, I know, but there's like this suspicion that production really wants a vet to win. And honestly,
well, we just talked about rumors.
We just talked about rumors.
I don't.
I know, but they are rumors, and a lot of people are saying.
Okay, but are they credible?
I don't know. That's up for you to decide, not us.
Yes.
We're just here to give you the information.
Yeah. So obviously, not a lot of people don't like Nicole, but I'm saying right now, she's never been nominated. She, you got to give someone the benefit of the doubt. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of Nicole, but she is playing a pretty good game.
Yeah, but I still think Paul's played the
Oh, fuck
superior
yeah.
game.
Paul's playing a better game than Nicole.
Paul's
But
played
I
a
still
superior
think...
game. I think James, in a way, because he hasn't even had to win, ever.
Yeah.
James has not had to win. Honestly, the two people playing the best games in the house right now...
Paul and James?
Paul and James. I would love to see them final
Oh,
two.
fuck yeah.
But I think Paul would probably take... if Paul was in final three with any of them, I think we probably wouldn't take James. Because he doesn't like James.
Yeah. We'll see.
Although Nicole and Corey just backstabbed them. We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
Alright, so... Back to the episode. Trouble in Paradise with James and Natalie. Basically. I mean...
I think it's complete bullshit.
I don't know. I mean, I think they both care about each other, but it's just getting caught up in, like, the game.
They're in the house for 80-plus days. Obviously, you gotta fight sometimes.
Yeah, you gotta fight sometimes.
It's human nature, you know what I mean?
And you're on the fucking block together. I mean...
It's not a good feeling!
It's animosity.
Like, you're pissed off. Obviously, you're gonna be pissed off. You're on the block.
Obviously. Alright, so... you want to just get to the eviction?
Okay, so let's talk about the eviction.
Happens.
So, Natalie leaves by a 3-0 vote. They're trying to make it seem like... Corey was gonna, like... do a flip or some shit like that when Julie was talking. Like, no, let's see how Corey votes. Does it really matter?
Yeah, right. Let's see how the other votes fall.
What's with the plant thing that Natalie brought in?
Apparently that was Bridget's thing. Like, she was like... yeah. So Bridget used that a lot for cooking, I guess. I think, what was it, basil?
She couldn't just bring
mince?
that later on?
I mean... when's later on?
It's a few weeks. Like, couldn't just wait?
Why? Why wait when she can do it now?
Like, whatever.
I think she was the only one that used it, so makes sense. A lot of speculation.
Well, there goes the spy girls.
Yeah, there's been a lot of speculation, guys, that Natalie took the playing cards. I don't think she did. I don't care. And I don't give a fuck either.
So let's talk about this final. Is that it for the episode recap for that thing?
I mean, I guess. I mean,
there wasn't really that much that happened. Jury House, like, again, we were talking about
fucking Nicole.
Nicole and Devon's surprised.
Yeah, they think Nicole's playing a good game, even though they don't like her.
Yeah.
Which, honestly...
A lot of people didn't like Andy either.
I know, like, I understand.
You get what I'm saying, right?
Listen, I don't disagree with you that she would win. I'm just saying that I don't like it.
No,
I cannot like it.
Yeah, of course you don't have to like it, obviously.
I never said that.
I don't like it either, but she is playing a good game.
So honestly, between Nicole and Corey now, Corey's been
I think Corey's been doing better. I personally would vote for Corey over Nicole.
At least after seeing everything.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh,
especially after watching the feeds. Like yesterday, like Corey's like, Nicole, we're putting Paul and Victor on the block, and Corey and Nicole's like, oh, I feel so bad, and Corey's like, this is Big Brother, who gives a fuck? Yeah. And I'm like, thank you.
And it's not going to matter anyways.
It's not.
And it honestly would probably be a lot better because Paul and Victor have proven that they can win vetoes. So if he did like a Paul or James or a Victor and James, and the other one does win the veto, Nicole's going home.
So to jump ahead, and I'm sorry that we didn't mention this. So this is live beat spoilers.
Yeah.
Basically, what happens is Corey wins HOH.
Let's talk about what the HOH was, because let's talk about that.
HOH was a slip and slide. Yeah. Now, what do you think about this comp? I like this comp personally.
I like it. They ever did butter before?
I don't think they've done butter before. I think it's different every season.
Yeah.
I think they did.
I was like, what new stuff are they bringing this time?
I think they did like soap a few times. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, let me know what you guys think about butter down below.
I don't know.
That's how you know.
I love these comps though, but like we all knew Corey. Like, spoilers. We all knew Corey was going to win that shit.
I know. You watch the fucking thing at the end of the episode on Thursday, and it's like...
It's like, we know Corey's winning this.
It's like 100%.
Yeah. So, let's talk about... Because, okay, now Corey... We're doing live feed stuff. Corey won the Final 5 HOH, and we all know... I don't remember, you tell me, the last time someone won the Final 5 HOH and made it to Final 2. And won. Tell me.
It's been a long time. Been a long fucking time.
Was it Adam? No. No. Who fucking... I'm trying to think of season 13.
Yeah.
Who made Final 5?
I was actually looking up
Rachel? Was it Rachel?
I was actually looking up season 13. Because I was like, I know
it might be Rachel then. Maybe season 13 was it.
I know exactly what you were thinking.
I think it could have been Rachel. Never mind, guys. But with the exception of that.
5th place...
Kalia, but that's Rachel's HOH. Which means she won, yeah. So,
okay,
all right.
Season 13.
Season 13. But I think that's like an exceptional thing, I guess. I don't know.
And they had that
because she still was on the block anyways.
Although, honestly, to be frank, they had that bullshit with...
the coup d'etat. I'm sorry, not the coup d'etat. Pandora's Box.
The duo twist.
The duo twist.
Coming back again.
Right.
So that was production actually stepping in.
Yeah.
For fucking...
But they did that in the Final 6, they didn't do that in Final 5.
Yeah, I know, but...
But you're saying...
Shelley would have been in. She would have been fighting the HOH as well.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it would have been Portia and Rachel. But
Anyway, Corey won Final 5. Corey won Final 5, and it's been a long time since someone won Final 5 and made it to Final 2.
Yes.
That's all we're saying.
That's what we're saying. It's like highly unlikely.
It's usually the Final 4 HOH who makes it to Final 2.
Yeah. And now we know he can't win Final 4 HOH. So in order for him to be safe, guaranteed safety, he has to win the veto in Final 4.
Yeah.
He can't win. That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
It's got to be either the fucking... What do they do in Final 4? Oh, they did Final 4 last season. Or Nicole wins it.
50-50 shot. I think James, by the way, James forms the Final 3 deal with Nicole and Corey.
Which is kind of stupid.
And Paul and Victor are the two that go on the block.
Yeah.
Let me know what you guys think about that down below. Obviously, you probably like Paul and Victor, which is fine. I like them too. Fuck, I was.
So yeah, I think Corey might leave this week's pretty much set in stone. It literally depends on who wins veto.
Yeah, it's
literally just depends who wins veto.
It's either Paul
or uses it.
It's either Victor's going home, 80% shot, 20% Paul.
Yeah,
easy. All right, so you want to just end it there? You have anything else to talk about?
I guess reality room news. I do have some stuff.
Oh, hello. Jump into it.
So, guys, as many of you guys know, Survivor is coming up end of September. So we're going to be doing a recap of that, Survivor. The good news about that is only one episode a week, so this is going to be easy. We're also going to be doing Big Brother, what is it called? Over the Top.
Yeah, OTT.
OTT. We're going to be covering that. And Sequester Access is still happening. We're on season 4 now.
That's right, guys, and be sure to check out Chris's cast analysis done with Donovan, the winner of season 1. Link down in the description if you're interested in that, and if you're not, well, get interested.
Yeah, it's. I'm telling you right now, it's really fun to watch.
Yeah, it's fun.
Fun to play, fun to watch, all that jazz.
Probably funner to play.
Yeah,
I imagine funner to play. I mean, it's fun to watch too. But Chris would know. He was on season 2, by the way. In case we didn't hammer that into you guys enough. But for the newbie watchers, you know?
For the newbie watchers, yeah. Watch Sequester. I'm telling you, it's good. It's like a new type of form of reality TV, but it's more interactive. It's kind of like this over-the-top thing.
There's your advertisement, guys.
Yeah.
And we have it right there.
Yep.
So this has been Reality Room Podcast, episode 36.
36, right? It's 36.
So, I mean, don't hammer us if we're wrong.
Yeah. Until next time.
Peace.
Peace, guys. Bam.